Hi, good morning everyone. Just joining. It's still 2 minutes for everyone to join. The next time when we do it, we'll have what Sandeep had asked for the patterns. Okay, so then we can have because we needed first the knowledge of RSI, Bollinger Band. Then only we can understand the pattern. I think mainly what Sandeep wanted was head and shoulder. So head and shoulder is a little bit rare pattern, but people use it quite widely. So we thought we'll do first the basics and then we'll go to the patterns. Okay. So you can share, the same information on this will be shared on YouTube channel. So you can share it with your friends and families. Ask them to subscribe to the YouTube channel. And very soon, we will be also be, increasing the discount percentage depending on how many people get subscribed to the YouTube channel from a single person. So, that is how, it might be, 1% might be 2% discount. So it will start, so it will help, everyone, okay, to get more people subscribed to Switch Arts channel. Okay, so let people now keep joining. We will start now. Okay, so basically what we are going to do today is Bollinger Band and concepts of Bollinger Band. Okay, so Bollinger Band basically is nothing but volatility indicator. Okay, so when you see something in the market, normally we have two types of movements. One can be related to the momentum of the market, which is the speed of the market. And the second thing which we are aware is known as commonly called volatility. Now, volatility is normally not, a movement in speed. Okay, I think maybe people has got that misconception that if the market moves both sides and very fast, they say, markets are very volatile. No, that is not volatility. Okay, so what in true sense volatile market means or what is actual sense of volatility for stock market, we'll see today. Okay, so let's start with the bands which tells us about this volatility. Between the two screens, people are joining it, so I have to admit them as well. Okay, back to the original screen. Volatility bands basically they are known Bollinger bands because the person called John Bollinger invented it or maybe discovered it, and they consist of volatility curves. So there are two bands. Whenever you've seen Bollinger band, you will see a upper band and a lower band in it, and that is what we call as volatility curves in the Bollinger band. And mainly, they also have one median or one central line running through it, which is called as mainly the 20 moving average. Okay, so that is what is also part of the volatility bands. Now, mainly this is also standard deviation of price. Okay, so thoda technical रहेगा ये. So if you are not able to understand, that is fine. But normally we consider this as standard deviation in the range of +2 - 2 is the default. Okay, I'll show you when I go to Bollinger Band, so don't worry on that. And you can have +1, -1, +3, -3. But mainly what we choose is +2, -2, which is the default. We don't change anything in these indicators which are given, by default settings to us. Okay, so mainly how we are going to do it, we'll just see now. Okay, so let's understand first why this +2, -2, and all that we keep saying here. Okay, so let me open up. Okay, so here we go. We now have paintbrush with us. Okay, and if you have, say, आपको जानना है कि इंडिया में 7 फीट एंड अबाउ कितने लोग हैं इंडिया में, मैं वेस्ट इंडीज का बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ। ओके, तो अगर मैं बोलूँ कि मेरे को इंडिया का पॉपुलेशन में आई वांट पीपल विद मोर देन 7 फीट हाइट। ओके, I think if you're getting issues with sound, maybe you'll have to check your internet connection. I think rest of the people, is it okay? Are you able to hear me clearly?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So I think that maybe some issues with the internet as well. Yeah, I think mainly all the yeah, that's fine. So I think we are good with everyone. Okay. So whenever we say that we want 7 feet tall people in India, okay, you might get a very small range of those people. Okay, you might get just the entire population. Say if I'm considering full 120 crore of Indian population, we might get somewhere just 0.5%, not even 0.5% of that as people who are having 7 feet and above. Okay. Now, if I say that okay, I want to increase my search criteria. Okay, I will say that okay, make it 6 feet tall. Okay, then I might get some range. Okay, so then I might get some smaller range here. Okay, and I might get some people here. So I'm taking both the sides. So this is 0. Then this can be the range of the people with 6 feet. But if I want to increase my search, okay, if I have to increase the search and make maximum Indian crowd be part of it, okay, then I need to reduce my search criteria and I'll say, okay, I want people more than 4 feet tall. Okay, and in India, I know it will cover at least 98% of the population. So in that case, I might come to somewhere here. So almost I'm covering 98% of my population. So this is the entire range, and from this, I might be covering this entire range. Okay, so ये जो +2 -2 या +1 -1 है, वो ये range है. तो अगर ये इसको मैं 0 consider करूँ, okay. So if this is 0, where I said 7 feet plus, then this can be say -1, and this can be +1. Okay, normal अपना x-axis. Okay, this can be +2, and this can be -2. Okay, and so on. If I say less than at least 2.5 feet, then I might cover the entire population of India, and then I might be here. Okay, so that's how this +2 -2 +1 -1 they start coming up in that range. And then if I draw something connecting like this, okay, I might get something like this. So this is that particular standard deviation, okay, that we get. Now, I know people at job would have known this as bell curve. Okay, इसको bell curve बोला जाता है क्योंकि जब भी तुम्हारा सैलरी डिसाइड होता है तो तुम्हारा परफॉर्मेंस तुम्हें बोला जाएगा ग्रेट है, बट जब ये सैलरी का इंक्रीमेंट आता है बोलता है हम लोग ने बेल कर्व के हिसाब से एडजस्ट किया. Okay, so this is something similar to that, but Mainly why we need to understand this is because if you are at +2 -2 level of your standard deviation, you cover almost 98% of your price movement. Okay, because when we are measuring volatility of the markets, mainly 98% volatility of the price movement, if you are able to capture, then it becomes a very decent way of measuring it, and to take a decision based on that 98%, I think anyone and everyone should be comfortable. Okay, so that is the main reason why this becomes now. As we know, we said about there are two volatility curve. So one curve is your -2 curve, and the another one is your +2 or -1 +1. Okay, so if you go to see in short, okay, let me show you Bollinger Band as well. So let me remove the other things. Okay, let me first remove the band itself. So this is the ball band, Bollinger Band. I'm just removing it. By default, it will have moving average of 20 as well. I'll remove that also. Okay, so this is the price movement without a Bollinger Band. Okay, I'll just subside this for now. Okay, if you put this ball band and say apply, it comes up by itself. So if you see Bollinger Band and see now, if you see that it is 2 and -2, so +2 -2. Okay, so by default it is using +2 and -2 as we said. Okay, and 20 means 20 moving average. Okay, which we will have to place default because this is a pirated version, it does not put by itself. Okay, normally it is part of the Bollinger Band itself. Okay, so this is that +2 -2 वाला ये +2 है ऊपर वाला, ये -2 है नीचे वाला. ओके, एंड इफ आई से अगर मैं इसको एडिट भी करता हूँ तो आप देखो तो मेरे को देता है चांस ये नंबर बढ़ाने का, स्टैंडर्ड डिविएशन. ओके, ये देखो इधर डिविएशन लिखा हुआ है. ओके, 20 लेंथ मतलब 20 दिन होगा, 20 days normally. Okay, and I can move this, I can move this to this, anything that I want. Okay, but my first criteria is I'll keep default. ओके, तो +2 -2 पे मैं इसको अप्लाई करने को बोलता हूँ. तो आप देखो मेनली प्राइस स्टेज बिटवीन दिस बैंड्स ओनली. सी दे कीप एडजस्टिंग देमसेल्फ बट द प्राइस नॉर्मली ओके कीप्स विद इन द बैंड. सी ओके, और एक चीज आपको अभी मैं बताता हूँ, लोअर बैंड विल ऑलवेज एक्ट एज सपोर्ट. सो मतलब ये प्राइस जहां पे है उसके हिसाब से ये बैंड्स सपोर्ट और रेजिस्टेंस का काम करेंगे. अगर समझो प्राइस बैंड के ऊपर में है तो जो बैंड के ऊपर में प्राइस है वो बैंड सपोर्ट का काम करेगा. अभी आप देखो ये देयर इज अ गुड फॉल हियर, बट सी इट टेक्स सपोर्ट इन लोअर बैंड एंड बाउंसेस अगेन टू अपर बैंड. Okay, same way upper band is acting as resistance. See this upper band acted as resistance and it comes down. So अगर प्राइस बैंड के नीचे है तो वो बैंड आपका रेजिस्टेंस का काम करेगा. बैंड के अगर प्राइस ऊपर है तो वो बैंड सपोर्ट का काम करेगा. तो ये हिसाब से अगर आप देखोगे तो 80% ऑफ द टाइम लोअर बैंड मींस एक्चुअली सपोर्ट एंड upper band will always means resistance. Okay, so that is why we choose this +2 -2. Now let me just go here and change this. Okay, अगर मैं इसको -1 और -2 करता हूं तो आपको समझ में आ जाएगा कि ये काफी नहीं है. ओके, या मैं +3 -3 भी करूंगा तो बैंड को टच भी नहीं होगा. ओके, सो लेट्स edit them and see those reactions as well. See now, see frequently the price moves outside the band. Okay, so I'm not covering each and every part of the Bollinger Band or each and every part of the price movement. Okay, so that is the reason why +1 -1 we don't choose much. But if I now go to see, if now I keep +3, and -3. Let's see again. Okay. See, now the price does not even touch. Okay. So then again the concept fails because we are now मतलब आपने बोल दिया कि इंडिया में कितने लोग 2 फीट के ऊपर है तो काफी लोग हैं इनमें पूरा पॉपुलेशन आ जाएगा एक जस्ट बॉर्न चाइल्ड का भी एवरेज हाइट वुड बी अराउंड 1.5 फुट ओके सो 2 फुट तो फिर मतलब हम लोग बहुत कम लोगों को छोड़ रहे हैं okay so now if you go to see this it does not help me to understand. That's why we keep this +2 and -2 only. So getting that clear? Any questions so far on the bands and why are we selecting +2, -2? And then by default we have moving average 20. Okay, because it is 20 days that we are looking for.
Sir, one question. Some people say at least we should use 2 Bollinger Band. It's +2, -2 and +1, -1. So whether that will suffice?
See, again, that will depend on the strategy that person is using. Okay, because double band or triple band, there are people who also uses +2, -2 with different days. Okay, so they use with जैसे हम लोग ने अभी डिफॉल्ट 20 to 2 यूज किया है बहुत सारे लोग 10 to 2 20 to 2 30 to 2 they use it that way 3 bands okay but then it will be totally dependent on the strategy that you are using then to entry and exit or even to understand the targets okay so वो पूरा पार्ट एकदम इंडिपेंडेंटली हो जाता है हर एक के कंसिडरेशन पे कि वो स्ट्रैटेजी क्या यूज कर रहा है बैंड्स के लिए और वो खाली तब यूज होता है जब खाली आप बैंड्स को यूज कर रहे हो अगर आप मेरे को मेनली देखोगे तो मैं बैंड्स के साथ आरएसआई भी मर्ज करता हूँ ये मेरा आरएसआई है तो मेरे लिए एक बैंड ही काफी है मेरे को फिर डबल ट्रिपल बैंड्स का जरूरत नहीं पड़ता है और खाली वॉलेटिलिटी पे अगर आप ट्रेड करने जाओगे तो कभी कभी यू माइट फेल आल्सो बट व्हेन यू गेट हम बोलते हैं ना कि 2 जन मिलके अच्छा कर लेंगे एक अकेला थक जाएगा okay so that is where we go for RSI plus bands okay yeah there are many strategies आपने बोला वैसे कि डबल बैंड पे भी होता है okay so that is a different part in it where they don't see anything else ये कुछ नहीं रहेगा इधर 2 या 3 बैंड मार के वो लोग अपने हिसाब से ट्रेड लेते हैं so that you'll have to then understand from their point of view that what is their trading strategy and that will differ from people to people.
Sir, one more question, sir.
Uh-huh.
Regarding that, you said when it touching the bottom, it is taking support. And if you see the previous candle, it is showing that same that it has taken a support. But it is since it is a lag indicator, we will have this clear understanding. But abhi aaj ka recent dekha to it has not touched. But tomorrow, if it is going up further, it will go and touch the bottom of the candle, which says that it already it gave a bottom and we could have entered the recent price. If you see the recent price.
Yeah, so that is the reason why you will also need some other indicator to help you understand that that bottom has been made, even though it does not touches the lower end. Because many a times RSI would be at 40. See, we have done RSI concepts and trade, already. So if anyone has missed it, you can see the video on the YouTube channel Switcharts on RSI concepts. Okay, if RSI is at 40 support along with anywhere a price support of horizontal lines, that is also fair enough. You don't need always to touch the lower band for support. See, many times it has gone up without the support also. See here, it has taken 20 MA support. So that's not always necessary. But what I'm trying to say here is that mainly normal sense, if the price is above the band and if it touches the band, it will act as initial support.
Okay. My question was whether it will really touch because that touching will happen after the next candle, sir.
Yeah, it will happen after the next candle, yes, and it can be just touch and start moving on the upside also. Many times you'll only see the tip on it. See this. There is only the tip on the band, and then see it starts the movement. Look again here. So if you look over here, see it is just the tip which is touched. Again, see here almost the tip that has been touched. So it might not touch also in that sense. See here also, if you look at it, it pierced but it didn't sustain, and then see the fall started.
Okay.
Okay, so it will be dependent on the price what it is doing at those levels. Mainly it will come, touch and might fall. And if you also see, this also had some price support.
Okay.
So it's along with price support, lower band support. That's why on this occasion, see here it was only price support and it started moving up. It didn't even came till the lower band. But if you look at it, it was the first time the support after this breakout out here. See, this is resistance broken. It took support here for the first time, then it broke again, then again a long green candle to come up, and then this is the first CIP. So all of these things will depend on where the price is also. So it's not necessary that it should always touch the lower band and then only bounce. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Welcome, Girish. Okay, so let's move to the second part of here. Okay, where are we? Okay. Somebody is joining it. Okay. Okay, so that is the part of Bollinger Band. Now let's understand what these bands can help us with. Okay, the main concept behind Bollinger Band is called as volatility divergence. Now, what do we mean by volatility divergence? Okay, so let me make you understand the concept. I've written here everything, but it's better that you understand it directly on a diagram. Okay, now if suppose I have an upper band like this. Okay, and if I have candles going up. Okay, so if you look at this, these are all my candles. Okay, so these are all green candles for us. Okay, and then when I came down, suppose. Okay. So now if you look at this, okay, this price, say suppose it is 995. And say this is 1020. Okay, so 1020 any day is greater than 995, right? But what do you see here is that at 995 I had pierced the band and I had moved higher. Okay, so I was above the upper band. I went beyond the band. Okay, but now at 1020 still I am within the band and I am at the band resistance, right? So this concept where a higher price is inside the band and a lower price is outside the band, this concept is called as volatility divergence. Getting it? So it's mainly, let me show you even on charts. So if you look at this price here, okay, this is closing price. If you go to this 35,660, Okay, and this closing price here is 37,400. But now see this. This is volatility divergence. And then see there is some fall in the market. Even here with this candle also there was it. Then there is one more candle up here and then the fall starts. So this is called as volatility divergence. So even here if you look at it, there is volatility divergence and then there is some correction and then see it keeps doing it till this level and then again suddenly there is a fall. Here also there is one fall, it takes some support again at the lower band, bounces back, tries to go beyond the band, it will not, and then starts again the fall. So if you look at this type of a concept, okay, it helps you to understand where the markets are headed. So basically, if you are aware of this volatility divergence and along with volatility divergence, if you are also aware of RSI divergence, it helps a lot to take a decision during trading. And this can also be seen even on any time frame. So intraday traders can see it on 15 minutes chart. You can also see them for an overall view on daily or hourly chart. And if you are an investor, you can look at it at a higher time frame. Okay, even if you look at the recent fall, last year's fall, okay, see it was very clear if you look at okay, see there is volatility divergence as well. See it was outside, inside. This is volatility divergence. Okay. Along with volatility divergence, it also had RSI divergence. Right? So this becomes like हम बोलते हैं ना सोने पे सुहागा जैसा. So this is what if you look into it or what you should be looking for, you know, good practices or good strategies to take decisions in market. Okay. Now similar to so concept of this is clear. Volatility divergence. Yes. Is it clear? Any doubts so far? Okay. So similar to what you have in volatility divergence on the upside, similar you can have also on the downside. Okay. So now let us see on the downside as well. See this outside, inside, and that is where the U-turn started. Okay, so if I don't make people who had heard me in the weekly analysis even during this time when we saw this, right, we had said that the bottoms are now made. Okay, we had started to say bottoms are made from April end itself because we saw reversal candles here. Okay, we saw volumes picking up also. So all those things were already there. But when you see something like this, it was like a clear cut, and then the next week starts only with the bull sash. Okay, the candle also matters a lot. There is a bull sash here, there is a bull sash here as well. And then the market goes up. So that is what we said, and then see if you also see, I think Girish asked that question that it does not go to the lower band. See here it does not go to the lower band, but that black candle is also at 40 support. Now if you look at it with RSI combined with Bollinger Band, again you get that feeling that what it is going to do. Okay, it went till here, it then bounced sharply. Okay, so this is how you can understand where the break is or how it's going to be. So this tells you clearly about bullish volatility divergence. Okay, we also saw the bearish one as well. See over here also on this weekly time frame, there is a bearish volatility divergence, after which there is some fall, and then on monthly we had a higher one which made the fall more better. So which time frame also you saw it will make the impact more stronger or more bigger. ओके सो ये अगर मंथली पे देखा गया है तो मंथली पे बड़ा इम्पैक्ट आएगा okay because monthly candles are huge candles. Okay, if it is daily then it will be daily basis, so that is how your impact will vary between the time frames as well. Okay, if it is only on daily then the impact would be there, but it will be from daily ka upper band to lower band. Okay, but in this case it was on monthly and it resulted on band walk on weekly. Okay, so this is how Bollinger Band can help us to also take decisions in trading. So this is the first concept which we did, was volatility divergence. Hope this concept is clear from both the sides. I've shown you the examples also of both of them, and I showed you in only one thing. Okay, Bank Nifty में ही मैंने आपको दिखा दिया है. ओके आपको ये हर एक में दिखेगा, ऐसा नहीं है कि एक कहीं दिखेगा. You will see it in each and everything. Okay, now let's move to the other thing. Okay, so Bollinger Band can also help you. So जो हम लोग normally M pattern W pattern का बात करते हैं वो आपको Bollinger Band के हेल्प से मिलता है. फिर walk on bands करके एक कॉन्सेप्ट है. ओके, द स्क्वीज करके एक कॉन्सेप्ट है. 3 to 4 ड्राइव्स का एक कॉन्सेप्ट है और उसके रिलेटेड स्ट्रेटजीज. ये जो भी कॉन्सेप्ट्स है वही इसके लिए स्ट्रेटजीज बन जाती है. ओके, और जो आई थिंक मनोज जी आस्क्ड अबाउट यूजिंग 2 bands. Okay, there can be dual bands, there can be 3 bands, but when I am using double band I am using it with respect to different time frames. ओके, तो मैं बैंड पे एक जगह पे पोजीशन देखता हूँ ऑन डेली एंड आई माइट सी इट ऑन द अदर बैंड ऑन द वीकली. ओके, सो मैं दो टाइम फ्रेम के बीच में वो बैंड को यूज करके देखता हूँ. ओके, so let's I'll just give you some hint on what is this M and W patterns. Okay, so this is a perfect way to understand a W pattern. If you look at it, this is outside the band, so this is the lower band. Okay, W will be always at lower band and M will be always on upper band. ये आपका conceptually clear होना चाहिए क्योंकि W is a bullish pattern, M is a bearish pattern. मैं आपको बैंक निफ्टी में दोनों दिखाया. मैंने आपको मंथली पे M दिखाया और आपको मैंने वीकली पे W भी दिखाया. Okay, so this is a perfect W where you see outside and then inside, and normally this is your 20 MA. Okay, so if you are doing a W pattern, your first target will be almost around the 20 MA, and then the second can be the upper band. Okay, so that is how normally you will be able to see it. Okay, so if you look at Tata Motors में there was outside, inside here. Okay, and then there is a movement, see on the upside till the center band. So the first target, as I said, was met. Okay, then similarly at many a times you will see that it does not follow volatility divergence, but it might have got the more powerful one, which is the RSI divergence. Okay, so either this you consider, consider the recent one. Okay, इसका RSI भी आप देख सकते हो 2730. Okay, यहाँ पे उल्टा है, ये inside है, ये outside है. Okay, so you don't get a volatility divergence here, but still if you look at it, this becomes my first target. और वो टारगेट को छू के देखो, उसने एक रिट्रेसमेंट दिया है. or then the second target is the depth of the W. See this, and then see it is consolidating again at the same area. So this is where we are currently with respect to टाटा मोटर्स. अभी यहाँ पे और एक चीज आप देख सकते हो, outside, inside, proper volatility divergence. Okay, your first target was this. Okay, and then your second target was depth of this, which was almost 600. And see, that is where it went. This is normally how you trade volatility divergence. So getting the concept clear of volatility divergence, and if it merges with RSI divergence, it's really good. It's very powerful. Okay. Any doubts so far? Anything that you want to know now? Well, then go to the other things. Okay, I showed you the WNL. Okay, then comes the squeeze. Now, squeeze is nothing but let me show you on this only. Okay, let me go down. Okay, so many times the market remains range bound. Okay, और market जब भी range bound रहता है तो Bollinger Band okay also starts reducing in the width. Okay, तो उसका width कम हो जाता है. Okay, so it becomes narrow, and then there can be a breakout on either side. So this particular concept where my bands are getting narrower and narrower, it is called as squeeze. And 20 MA तो इसमें है या ये 20 MA तो है इसमें बीच में. ओके, तो वो कहीं गया नहीं है, वो तो इधर ही है. तो this is how the bands will look. Okay, so this conceptually it is called as band squeeze. अभी ये बैंड स्क्वीज को आप किसके साथ कंपेयर कर सकते हो? इट्स लाइक आपके पास एक स्प्रिंग है, ओके, और आप स्प्रिंग को दबाते जाओ. ओके, तो जब भी आप उसको रिलीज करोगे तो क्या करेगा? अगर मैं स्प्रिंग को एकदम ही कंप्रेस करूं और सडनली उसको रिलीज करूं तो क्या होगा? एनीबॉडी? कोई तो बोलो, सब लोग हो नहीं हो? बाउंस रिबाउंड. नाउ तो ये एक साथ सबने डाल दिया यार. इट विल ब्लास्ट. सो सेम थिंग विल हैपन विद द प्राइस. Okay, so when we see something like this, okay, so if something happens like this, and say there is a blast on either side, okay, it will happen like this. Okay, it will open up almost 90 degrees, and you might see this target. Okay, so this is what even price will do. अगर आप price को जितना दबाओगे उतना बड़ा मुंह खोल के ये ऊपर भागेगा. Okay, so same thing you can see even in price. Okay, let me show you that as well. See here the price was almost getting squeezed up. Okay, and then see a 90% fall, almost 90-degree fall. See this, and see the lower band. See how it opened up. Okay, so this is somewhere squeeze, because the price remained almost in the same range. Okay, and then see the breakout on the downside. Okay, Nelco weekly time frame. Check. Nelco is I think in equity, right? Let me show you on the favorite of many people. go back. ये देखो इसमें squeeze दिखने को मिलेगा. Okay, so let me have this extension. Okay, see this. कितना छोटा था squeeze उतना बड़ा fall. See this and see how it is. Okay, a bigger fall. Okay, then see there was a squeeze here, and then see it started the movement on the upside. So almost from 740 the breakout was, it came to almost 1055. Okay, now let's see. So this is, see here also, see there is a squeeze. Okay, and see the breakout here. So from 240 it went till almost 490. Okay, see here also it is a squeeze, and see, and the breakout comes. So this breakout normally will double up. See, from almost 87, 88, 89, 90, you know, 90 से वो यहाँ तक आ गया 147. So almost 50% उसने तुरंत दे दिया. फिर वहाँ पे ही settle होके see it went till almost this. So this is, if you stay along with RSIC, again the entry on NERFO along with the breakout. If you look at this, this is my breakout candle, and look at what RSI did at that point. See, this is my RSI just a candle before. So 60 breakout along with band walk or squeeze breakout. Okay, so that is where if you look at it, so this is normally why, you know, we also choose stocks in equity on base of this only. You can यही आपको अच्छा पैसा और जल्दी पैसा देता है और कुछ नहीं. So getting the concept of squeeze and then the breakout, the squeeze and breakout, I think many of you who are there on the students group would have also seen that we also keep talking that, you know, Bank Nifty is going into a squeeze. Good, Sandeep, you got this straight. This is an excellent way to trade. It was a good cup breakout as well. If you look at it, this is a good cup. And then see the breakout. So I think almost उसका 4 गुना 5 गुना लगान दे दिया उसने आपको. So it was a really nice one. If you look at it. Almost 3.5 times if you look at it. Almost 4 times, yes. It was a good trade. And still it is doing good. It's a hammer on this month also. And see the volume of entry. See the entry volume on this candle. So if before, you know, the people actually started to move the price, right? You got an entry here itself. I don't know at what level you entered. 240 was the right price to enter into this. Right, and I think what I know Sandeep as, he normally draws all this. So if you would have drawn a perfect trend line, it was a golden trade on trend line at 220 around. Weekly breakout also. Yeah, maybe, yes, you can see this on weekly only VR. So it was a trend line breakout as well at around 220. So that is where, you know, it went from 220 to almost 500. Right, so this is the power of squeeze breakout, and if it combines with anything else. मेरे को एक क्वेश्चन लोग पूछते कि इतना सारा स्ट्रेटेजी कौन सा यूज करना चाहिए, right? Which one should focus on? It's not that it is a single thing that you focus on. It's like it merges into a one particular trade. ओके यहाँ पे अगर आप देखोगे तो 40 सपोर्ट से मॉर्निंग स्टार बना के भी ये ऊपर गया, लोअर बैंड पे सपोर्ट है, ओके 40 सपोर्ट along with lower band, everything merges, and then when you see the trend line breakout, you see 60 crossover, squeeze breakout, everything will come and fall in one place. These are the stops where you can enter. Now there is no entry. भूल जाओ, अभी तो ये उल्टा सा मेरे ख्याल से तो थोड़ा नीचे भी आना चाहिए, because look at the RSI is 86 and now it is 85. Okay, so there is a bearish divergence setup also, but main thing is where do you enter into such things is really material. Okay, because your entry will depend on all of this that has been given. Second thing, if you look at it, see it's a bigger cup, and bigger cup also had a breakout. Okay, it had a retracement on it. Okay, उसपे भी आके उसने CIP भी लिया, and then see another big white candle. Okay, so it is on both the sides. If you look at it, it really gave a good return. Okay, और इसका भी almost मेरे ख्याल से हो गया देखे, और यार थोड़ा बाकी है, ये 525 524 है, यहाँ पे 10 रुपए के लिए बचा है, तो 10 रुपए आएगा, I would just say, I will forget it. Okay, so this is again the same thing that you can trade on. So multiple entries था, अगर यहाँ पे छूटा था तो यहाँ पे भी एक एंट्री था इसमें. Okay, so getting very clarity of squeeze. Okay, are we looking into, या वीकली ब्रेकआउट भी था, उसमें अच्छा ब्रेकआउट था, और तुम्हारा तो ट्रेंड लाइंस है, तो तुम्हारा ट्रेंड लाइंस पे तो ब्रेकआउट बहुत पहले आ गया था. सो आई थिंक इट वाज अ गुड ब्रेकआउट ऑन ओवरऑल, और ये वीकली है. आई एम लुकिंग एट वीकली नाउ. नेक्स्ट द एंट्री वेट, because either you can enter on the band walk, okay, which is the next concept we will do, because it is still doing band walk. So with this as a stop loss, you can just enter and see what it does now. Okay, because if the month closes above the band, it is still doing a band walk. Upper circuit तो अभी पता नहीं कभी आएगा. हाँ, it's a circuit to circuit जाने वाला stop पे है. Okay, and I see there is a bearish divergence even on daily now, so be careful. Okay, see here also there is a squeeze breakout on daily, and see how it has gone. So this all will help you, and see squeeze breakout के पहले यहाँ पे भी 60 breakout किया उसने. So your entry is around again 224. So daily chart पे भी अच्छा खासा दिखा रहा है, और अच्छा खासा फ्लैट पैटर्न भी उसने बना दिया. See this, and then the same thing is on the upside. So सब उसने दे दिया तुमको. My target is almost met over here as well, so nothing is pending. Right. खत्म अभी, जाओ अभी. जो सर्किट टू सर्किट जाता है ना, फिर वो करेक्ट भी वैसे ही होता है. सो बी केयरफुल विद दैट. ओके, सो वी सॉ squeeze as the concept. Now post squeeze, okay, जो मैंने बोला कि वो compressed spring उछलती है और बड़ा उछलती है, जो अभी हम लोग ने देखा भी. Okay, then that comes the concept of band walk actually. Okay, so band walk अगर चालू हो गया ना, तो उसके अगेंस्ट में कभी नहीं जाने का, because it's the volatility which is now pulling it, and this is the actual volatility. See, when the price goes beyond the band, that is what is volatile market. Okay, within the band तब तक वो volatile नहीं है. Okay, so this concept where I am doing a band walk, okay, this, see how many candles outside the band, almost 7 candles you can see in the band walk. So this is conceptually called as band walk. Okay, and normally a band walk after a squeeze breakout, is more better because it is along with the squeeze. So when you see the price walking on the band, okay, it's where it closes on the higher side of the band, okay, above the higher side of the band. So that concept is band walk, and this normally helps you to take a good trade because you are trading something which is in the momentum of that direction. It can be on either side. Okay, we have seen it also on either side. See, look at this. Okay, so it can be higher side on the X. So here also see the band walk started. Right, and see here. See on the upper side also it is doing band walk. So this concept where it starts breaking the lower band or the upper band and keeps the price above it, that is a very good thing for any trader to enter. See, normally we are interested to make quick money and good money. Okay, so this all concepts they help you to make an entry into the direction of the band walk and a quick money is made and you exit as soon as the band walk stops. So you make that money, get out. Okay, so it can be on 15 minutes, it can be on hourly chart, it can be something seen like this on daily charts, or maybe it can be monthly band off also. So depending on whether you are on what type of a trader or an investor, the time frame you'll have to choose depending on to that. Okay. So getting clarity on this as well now, band walk. So we have done see so far volatility divergence. We saw how to actually get to know W and M. We saw what is a squeeze. We saw what is the band walk, and band walk after a squeeze is a very good trade. Okay, so mainly because that is where the compressed spring goes into the action mode. Okay, so that is the concept. Okay, so any doubt so far? Yeah, you can say that it's in making, and that's why it is in my buy list as well. I think I've already given a buy this week. Last weekend, DRR was a buy, and it is a buy above 4755, but it is not able to sustain that because there is a gap here. So I have kept a buy above the gap actually, above this high. So you have to buy above 4765 actually. Okay, so this is the daily time frame on it, and it is resisting this right now. So only if it crosses this, then your first target is going to be 4860, and maybe then the second target comes to around 5055. Okay. Yeah, so you got one live trade. Okay, and there is even bullish divergence. Okay, we need a confirmation which we got here, but it's not able to sustain yet because of the gap here. Okay, so only if it goes above you can have it. ये फ्लैग नहीं है अभी. सी फ्लैग के लिए आपको साथ साथ में वॉल्यूम्स भी तो चाहिए ना. वॉल्यूम्स नहीं है इसमें. ओके, सो ये अरे मेरे ख्याल से आपने ही डाला था फ्लैग. ये इतना बड़ा फ्लैग. सी इट हैज गॉन लाइक दिस नाउ. तो फ्लैग चालू हो जाना चाहिए इमीडिएटली. नाउ देयर इज नो फ्लैग. ओके, सो ये ब्रेकआउट है, उसके नीचे सीधा ये होना चाहिए तो फ्लैग है. ये फ्लैग ऐसे ऐसे नहीं जाता है. Right, so we saw that in the case of I think your Melco, right? Melco में it was the same and then the breakout तो सीधा ऊपर गया. फिर वो ये breakout के बाद टाइम पास कर रहा है. वो breakout के बाद टाइम पास नहीं होना चाहिए, फटाफट मूवमेंट होना चाहिए. There is no flag actually in DRR now, and actually if you look at it, see where weekly is 40 support है. तो बहुत बहुत डिफिकल्ट है इसको अभी, क्योंकि ये देखो लोअर बैंड प्राइस सपोर्ट सब है इसको यहाँ पे. It is now at a very good level of support and it should show some reversal. I'm expecting at least it should come down back to around this level. ये थोड़ा ऊपर आने का chances है इसमें. Okay. TCS क्या बोला? See, TCS is also band walk on वीकली, तो इसमें भी कोई अभी तक बेरिशनेस है नहीं, तो RSI भी ऊपर है, नो वॉलेटिलिटी डाइवर्जेंस, दिस वाज आउटसाइड, दिस इज आल्सो आउटसाइड, okay, so no divergence here at all, and look at this also, ये बैंड वॉक है, देखो, see this beautiful example of another band walk, and monthly भी बैंड वॉक है, if I am not wrong, ना ये देखो ये रहा, see this monthly band walk. When should we buy? DRR, I think मैंने जो बोला वही, buy about 4764, उसके पहले बाई मत करो, गैप क्लोज होने दो, उसके बाद ही बाय करो. Okay, so this is again conceptually, see again there is a squeeze and then see the band walk. So this is your monthly chart and see from where it went, 1350 to 2200. This is what you get on your investment then.
Is there any trade now, short or long?
Nah, not on this right now. I see still there is a long trend because it's still doing a band off on weekly, but then your weekly will be very risky. And here there is a doji at all-time high. So this can be a trade where if it breaks the low, you go short, breaks the high, you go long. Okay, so if it breaks the low, you can expect a retracement to this level. 3400 is where you can expect the price to come, because then it will come down also to take CIP here. This is where it might come to take CIP. It might correct your RSI also a bit. It's too high right now. It might come for some support. That's it. It can be a short trade if the doji low is broken actually. Hopefully you get an entry, right? And,
with the doji high as a stop loss.
with the doji high stop loss, yes, not bigger one. It's not a bigger one actually. 60 points, and your reward is going to be almost 200 points. So it's not a bad trade actually, right? And now I'll just show you what we mean by drives. Okay, so now drives are nothing but whenever my see, whenever my price touches the lower band and bounces from there, this concept is called as a drive. So this is one drive, two drive, three drive, and four drive, which resulted even in your bullish volatility divergence. Okay, and then Sitaraman said something. So this was our first Nirmala candle, if you recollect, in 2019, 20th September, right? So before that, the setup was there as per the bands, as per the volatility divergence, and also if you look at here, there is a bullish divergence on RSI with range shift. Yeah, recording will be available, Ravi. Okay, so it will be there. Okay, so this is how, see, if you look at it, this drive, 1, 2, 3 drives normally, and then either an M or a W pattern will be there, and then it becomes more prominent. Okay, so that is also one of the way that people will trade. Okay, so this is what we mean by the 3 to 4 drive. Okay, and then followed by either M and W. Okay, so this is a drive actually. If the price, say if it touches the upper band and then it falls down, again touches the upper band and falls down, again touches the upper band, okay, and falls down, this is again a drive. and then it should have an M pattern before the fall. But here the fall started with the M pattern actually on the higher time frame, which was monthly, and then the fall was prominent. Okay, so we had a monthly M which resulted into this. So on one time frame it did the drive, second time frame did the other part. Getting the concepts clear, so we did till all almost till the drive part, I think. So these are the strategies which we had to discuss. Let me go back. Okay, so this is the strategies we said, you know, we will have, all the concepts. Okay, so we did M and W, we did band walk, squeeze, and this is the second last one, 3 to 4 drive bands, drive on the band. So I explained to you the concept of bands as well. And the last part is the dual band. Now dual band में क्या होता है, आप एक टाइम फ्रेम पे पोजीशन देखते हो प्राइस का, और उसके साथ में you are looking at the price का पोजीशन onto the other time frame. So for example, मैं hourly chart पे देखता हूँ कि price is taking support on lower band, or say I am taking support on 20 EMA, or I am say resisting upper band. So depending on that, now on confirmation on a lower time frame, which is 15 minutes, I will take a trade in the direction of that a higher one. So for example, अगर समझो lower band बोल रहा है कि भाई मैं support ले रहा हूँ, you know, on lower band. So say hourly chart shows support at lower band, and I see a bullish formation on 15 minutes, okay, I go long, because lower band से at least 20 MA जाएगा वो in case of a normal movement. Okay, so if that is going to happen on hourly chart, और hourly lower band से 20 MA तक जाएगा, तब तक मेरे को easily 10-20 points मिल जाएगा in that particular stock or that particular indices or that particular instrument on the lower time frame. फिर वहां जाके वो 20 MA resist करेगा या क्या करेगा, I don't know. Okay, but I can easily enter into the trade. So this is another way of understanding Bollinger Band between two different time frames. Okay, so what I'm trying to say here is, let me explain to you that on a thing. So अगर मैं यहाँ पे weekly पे देखता हूँ, okay, I don't want to go a little far. I will come here only. See, now weekly shows support at 20 MA. Okay, तो यहाँ पे मैंने ड्रॉ कर दिया है. Okay, अभी मैं यहाँ पे हूँ, मैं डेली देखता हूँ. डेली ने क्या किया है? See, now daily is at price support around, and can you see it is around 40 support on daily? Okay, so now there is a dojis here, so I might buy about 34,800. Okay, so this becomes my entry level. See what it did. It gave me an entry with a doji here. Okay, and then it just went, because my weekly was a support at 20 MA. From lower band on daily I went till upper band. अभी इससे ज़्यादा मेरे को क्या चाहिए? So understanding this, I think Manoj ji, you asked me for double Bollinger Band, right? This
Yes.
is another way of looking into double Bollinger Band.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, then it is resisting there itself, and then see the fall started. See, it is remaining there only. And then last week we saw that there is, you know, the 4-bar bearish divergence setup. And see, that is right now in action. So it is on daily time frame. It is not on any other time frame. So we might see some fall, and then again, you know, it might go into some other mode. Okay. So clear everyone, any things, any doubt that you now have? We have covered all the concepts of Bollinger Band and Bollinger Band itself. So any queries, any doubt anyone has? Good enough? All right, okay.
Yeah.
So I think we will end here. I will again, say this will be uploaded onto the YouTube channel. Okay, so please, if you think it's benefiting you also, help share it with others as well. Okay, so thank you everyone, and we'll see you again on Saturday probably for the weekly analysis. Okay, so thanks everyone. Thank you. Bye.